How many of y'all came back for the second video? Alright, let's get started. Okay, I left off with me telling you about the dream when I was pregnant with my third child, and I basically started having dreams of being pregnant with a fourth child. So, the maze dream, I basically tried to turn away, and because of course I kept having the dream over and over again. Y'all calm down now. What did I say? Calm down. You better calm down. Okay, so um basically, I'm sorry, I don't know if you could have heard me. So basically, I tried to turn around, I tried to turn away, and he was just like, no, come back. So he's trying to give me another bundle, and I'm like, hold on, I got one right here. Like, I got one right here. What you got going on? And he was just like, not trying to hear that. He gave me another bundle, and so I had both bundles in my arms like this, and I remember taking out running. So that was the end of that dream. So, in the midst of me having that dream and the one with me basically being stabbed and falling and watching like death leave my body, basically, that following year, I had fell pregnant with my younger girl, and it was very bad because everything in me did not want to be with her father. The situation just was not what it needed to be, and I felt trapped. He said, I felt like if I did, you wouldn't have left me. And those are definitely trap words or entrapment, basically. So I felt like I was being controlled. Um, and I moved away. I moved about 6 hours away. I'm currently in Arkansas. So I moved uh, to Tulsa. Um, and it all started in Arkansas. And with me being back here now, it's like everything is waking me up. And this is why I'm needing and wanting to put this video out. So, um, after that, I continued to run in the maze, and sometimes it was dark, sometimes it was light. So over a course of 14, 15, 16, 17, over a course of 3 years, the dreams were basically like a hit and miss. They were very confusing, and certain things were happening in life, and I just couldn't understand them. I just really couldn't understand them. So, December, fast forward to December of last year, I was dreaming a lot of scary things, and the last time that I dreamt a lot of scary things, they came true. It was custody basically over my daughter. So I guess I can go back to that. Okay, so when I was pregnant with her, I was going through a lot of postpartum depression. I cried a lot. I ate a lot. I gained like over 40 pounds. I was very stressed because I was alone, and I didn't want a child by someone that I didn't even want to be with. Um, so it was a lot going on, I had reached out to some church members and they wanted to adopt my baby. They were of pale complexion. No shade. For real, no shade. I don't know why they just happened. But I was dreaming that there was this beautiful, handsome man in front of me with beautiful, spiky blonde hair and the prettiest blue eyes I had ever seen, the whitest smile. It was just so bright. He was the handsomest man that I had ever saw in my dreams. And he was so nice to me. But I kept dreaming that I was sleeping and he was doing everything he could for me. I needed a house and he got me a house. It was a raggedy house. It was ran down. It was tore up from the floor up. Like, and I needed a bed, so he got me a bed, and it was the worst type of bed that he got me, but I was so appreciative because I mean he got it. And essentially in reality, that's what the couple, the family who was wanting to adopt my child was doing for me, and they were just going out of their way, just doing all type of things. So the dream, I was just sad because a lot of me wanted to keep my baby, but a lot of me didn't want to go through the things that I knew I would have if I continued to go through the pregnancy and have her and deal with her father or whatever. So after that, I basically got scared, so I was praying, and time had came for me to have my baby, and this dream sent me over the edge because I kept dreaming about this handsome looking pale faced man, and he was just like every time I went to sleep, I mean every time he would try to take my baby, and before he could pick her up or touch her, I would always wake up and I would say, hey, what are you doing? Or hey, she's fine, or hey, I just changed her pamper, or whatever, you know. And it would always end up like, oh, okay, you know, all right, you know, everything was fine. In reality, y'all, those people were trying to get me to sign my rights over for my child. And it took me a while to realize that what happened was one day I had got up and I had three children at that time. And the older two were in school, the youngest one was at home. And I remember that when the couple came out and they wanted to sit and chat or whatever, so they sent me to a therapist, as they called it. They felt like I needed to talk to someone, that I was extremely depressed, and I went and I talked to them, although I was very skeptical. And I got there. The husband took me there, and the wife sat with my baby at my house. So we got there, and we're talking, and she gets to pulling out all this paperwork, and she was just like, do you think that you're mentally stable enough to take care of this child? What about financially? And just a lot of things. And I was feeling attacked. I was like, I've been taking care of all my other children all this time, like, you know, why would you feel like I'm not? And at that time I don't think I was working because we had just moved there, and I was pretty far along, so I couldn't start working then. But I was taking the necessary steps to make sure that my child had whatever, or my children at that time had whatever they needed. So I was just like, you know, I kind of felt like they were judging me based off my skin complexion and the amount of children I had. And at that time, I had two children, baby's fathers, baby daddies. So I was kind of feeling attacked, and within that, it was just a strong